In Los Angeles County, several years ago, the county went about the business of taking people who own existing property in hyper crazy urban areas and rezoning it without them knowing. And so, and what they're trying to do is make it more dense. This logic defies I don't get it, why you would want to make Los Angeles more dense, but whatever. That's a classic California type decision. So they went and rezoned all this property for high rises. So, you know, if you can picture that classic picture of a single family house and there's huge skyscrapers all around it because that one person's just held out forever and never sold a property. They rezoned all that property without the owners knowing. So Jill and I sent a mailer out. So we learned about this from this guy that we know. And we sent a mailer out for one client because they're trying to buy all this property in an undervalued manner because the owners just weren't uninformed. We had a massive response. I mean, Jill, I don't know how big that mailer was, probably
10. It was pushing 20,000. And I said, I want the first wave of calls. So there was a whole week there. They all came to me. And I remember, I'll never forget, it was like, there was a Saturday night and my phone was blowing up and I was so flippin' excited. We had our house at the beach and I sent you out. I'm like, you're like, what do I do? And I'm like, sweetheart, it's fine. You don't need to stay here with me. I love this stuff. I live for this stuff. Like you live for this. So I sent you out with our friends that night. And I voluntarily stayed home and answered the phone on Saturday night because it was so hot. It was awesome.
Anyway, we ended up buying a property out of it. And the person that we did it for made a bunch of money and we got a great referral fee. But what I took away from that is we both looked at each other at one point and said, with the call volume and everything else that was happening, I'm like, we could just, if somebody said, you only can do this in Los Angeles County now, for the rest of your career, you can't send mail anywhere, we would put food on the table forever.
Yep.
So this whole business of competition is just there's some psychology behind that.
Mm-hmm.